hey, just 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Hit it. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about baseball, and I want to talk about baseball because this subject has come up recently about restructuring baseball so that it fits more, Major League Baseball, so that it fits more into a style of play that matches 2019. Because we're playing in 2019 going on 2020, and currently everything that's happening within baseball with the signs and just how it's structured and everything doing is like we're in 1920. So we're about 100 years behind because of tradition and all that stuff. Now, tradition's good. I'm not a guy to come in here and knock tradition. Like, it's good to have tradition. I'm not the guy who walks in the room and is like, forget about tradition, like throw it out the window. Tradition's good. That's why we keep some things. But time changes and we need to change a little bit up because people are just growing bored. And when people grow bored, they then get complacent, and complacency leads to just not watching baseball anymore. Revenues go down, and before you know it, they're playing in empty stadiums because nobody cares. So the World Series just ended, and I wanted to, got good viewership and everything, but I wanted to propose some ideas that could work for the future of baseball up and coming. Now, some of these ideas I got from Sean McGinley, who's a director friend of mine. He's super awesome. I've known him for years. Sean directed a movie called The Great Buck Howard with Tom Hanks and Emily Blunt and John Malkovich, Colin Hanks, a bunch of great people were in it. Very talented guy. Check it out. He is also a big baseball fan, and I included some of his thoughts about this mixed in. So some of them are Sean McGinley's, some are mine, some I also saw online in various places, but all of these are good things that baseball needs to think about. So let's just get going. I'm just gonna keep this really simple and clean because otherwise it just rambles on and gets to be too much. So the first one is we need a less season. We need less games. There's an easy way to do less games. Have a lot less games, and the way you do it is everybody plays everybody. That's right. Everybody plays everybody, and they play 4 games, a 4-game series, 2 home, 2 away. Less games. There's gonna be easier travel because of it. I have a more extended version that I can show people who are curious. 130 games, everybody plays everybody 4 times, 2 in the home stadium, 2 in the away stadium. And then in addition to those 4 games, you also have a rivalry team. You play the rivalry team 18 times. So the Cardinals can play the Cubs, the Yankees can play the Red Sox, the Giants can play the Dodgers, all those big rivalries, and then everybody will have a rival that they can be matched with. You play your rival 18 times, 9 in your home stadium, 9 away. So you still get the prep for that rival, that one big rival. So 112 total games, and then you got 18 against your rival. That way everybody is playing everybody, and it's perfectly clean, and it's amazing and marvelous, and we're happy. Just everybody play everybody. Divisions go away, okay? Bye divisions. Leagues go away. We do not need divisions. It's so unfair. Divisions just screw everything up. You end up with teams making the playoffs that shouldn't make the playoffs, that have a worse record. The best record should make the playoffs. Always. Wild cards are nuts. Divisions are nuts. We don't need winning divisions anymore. Divisions were created 100 years ago when society, it didn't work. The only reason we have 2 leagues is because one league wanted beer, cheap tickets, and Sunday games. So they created 2 leagues. We don't need leagues anymore. It makes it nuts. The World Series can just be the best 2 teams in the league. The best 2 teams in the league. The league, pyramid, best 2 teams. We don't need this league and that league. And some people play some people in their division and some don't, and some do this and that, and it's just complete nonsense and craziness. And you have teams that are winning the division or making the playoffs, and they have a worse record than like wild card teams. Like, it's the most insane thing ever. So get rid of divisions, get rid of leagues. Bye, see you later. You were nice. It was fun for the 100 years, but we just need the league. That's it, okay? Playoffs?
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Is just, you give some teams a bye, okay? It's just a bracket like NCAA March Madness, and you extend it, and there's a way to do it where you can do like 12 teams, and you give 4 teams a bye. And then the 8 teams play 5-game series, okay? They play 5-game series, and then they move on, and then they play the 4-bye team, and it moves up like a March Madness bracket. That's it. It's that simple. The league, playoff bracket, get rid of wild cards, get rid of division. It's gonna be much more exciting. Everybody's gonna play everybody, 4 games a year, so you still have a series, 2 home, 2 away. More travel days. You can still, travel's easy. You can hit a bunch of cities in one road trip. It's actually much more easy, and you're not playing the same teams over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, except the one. You can keep the one rivalry team. And then at the end, you have the World Series. So just that structure is 100 times better. Get rid of everything else, okay? That's 1. 2, there's other fun things that you can do. Sean and I spoke about some of this, but a good way to do it is umpires calling balls and strikes. Chris Cillizza at CNN has been talking about robot umpires as guys have others. The way to do this is really simple. You just put a headpiece in the umpire's ear, okay? They relay ball strikes. It's an automated strike zone from upstairs. They get ball strikes and they keep the game moving and they tell if it's a ball strike. Gets rid of fights, gets rid of all that. We have the technology. We don't need naked eyes looking at balls and strikes anymore. We have the technology. They could tell upstairs and then they let you know. Signs, catchers can have earpieces now. We don't have to do signs anymore. I get the traditionalists like it's part of the game. We don't need signs anymore. They can just have a little headpiece and do, you know what quarterbacks in the NFL do? Yeah, that's what they do. They have earpieces, okay? Catcher can have an earpiece now and they can get everything that they need to let the pitcher know through that. The pitcher can have an earpiece too if we need to, but we can do it with earpieces. We don't need all these signs anymore. So umpires, let's see what else. Player safety. Sean suggested the pitcher wearing some type of a helmet. I don't know if a helmet would really work because it would possibly mess with their motion, but there could be ways to do safety. I do think it needs to be safer, especially on pitchers. It's really dangerous. Sean's absolutely right. But there's ways we could do it. I'm trying to think of what else we could do, but I don't know if the helmet will work or not. It might upset their pitching motion. Why we have people building baseball stadiums in Minnesota without a retractable roof? Stadiums should have a retractable roof. Put the roof on, you pull the roof off. It's just the rain delay is just killing baseball because everybody goes home when it rains or nobody goes to the game when it rains. If you have a roof, you can watch baseball in the rain because you have a roof. Roof, rain, fans stay, buy more concessions, buy more souvenirs, get the kid an ice cream cup and a seat with Fredbird. Like, stadiums should have retractable roofs now. You can have the best of both worlds. I don't know why Minnesota's building a stadium without a retractable roof. Makes no sense. So let's fix that. Then there's some other, universal DH has been discussed. That's debatable. I mean, yes, there is a strategy to the pitcher hitting and having to do that, so I understand that. But hitters do make it more fun. So I think that's debatable. Universal DH, that's to be discussed. These other things are mandatory. Let's see, what else? A couple of the things that I just thought of, possibly getting rid of steals. Sean had mentioned this too, getting rid of steals or only being able to steal in the 8th or 9th inning. Steals could be structured differently. That's something to discuss. The home manager could choose a set amount of runs, and if a team gets that amount of runs, you play less innings, like 7 innings maybe, and then if tied, it can continue on in extra innings, but it could make the game a little shorter. Just different ways to change strategies. You can steal first on wild pitches or pass balls. You could steal first. That's interesting. Let's see. In the 9th inning, managers can use their best 3 hitters in the 9th inning. Makes it more fun. The 3 best hitters go to the plate in the 9th inning. That's kind of interesting, cool, different. And in the 9th inning, you get 1 extra fielder somewhere. Now, some people are going to say, well, if you have 1 extra fielder, nobody's ever going to get a hit. Yeah, that's why you send your best hitters up who get home runs often, are tough to read as to where they're going to hit it because that extra fielder could be in the infield. You're just doing that to offset the 3 best hitters every 9th inning. It would make it more exciting for fans. But in the 10th inning, it goes back to the regular lineup. But you could always play any hitters you want could hit in the 9th inning. That's future crazy ball. Could be interesting. The 9th inning, put a runner on second base. That's been discussed. And to offset that, pitchers didn't like it. Maybe you could make the count 1-1, which favors the pitchers. Count on all hitters, it starts at 1-1, and you get a runner on second base to kind of even it out in the 9th in extra inning. That could start an extra inning. Put a runner on second base, and also all counts start at 1-1. That's kind of interesting. So some of these ideas are kind of cool. I think that's the ideas. So let me know what you guys think of this structure. I mean, baseball needs some changes. It needs some updating. We need to redo this, especially with the structure in the regular season. We don't need divisions or leagues anymore. Let's get rid of that. Playoffs can be revised too, so that it's more fun and more simple. We just got to convince the ultra traditionalists that we need some change. Please subscribe, please like. I love talking to you guys. Please comment. Always have fun here because here at Launch TV, we are the future, and the future is Launch TV. Peace out. Baseball later.